Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome to Upside DIY. Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Welcome to Upside DIY. So I used liquid nail and I glued one pretty much over here. You could really see the glue traces. Maybe like I actually don't want to really move this glue right now while it's trying to set, but I'm gonna have to like sand it down, and I'm gonna go through what I'm doing with some of these shoes. First, just having nice rocks and having a nice brush and things. So when you wash this, you also want to use like laundry detergent or any really good detergent. Nothing really too abrasive, but something that's going to clean off stains, I guess. And you might need a shoestring to help, bind and keep things together for when it's gluing. So I did glue quite a bit, like the first sole, and I could probably tape this a little bit if the tippy toes has to be glued, which this one did. This whole sole underneath, and then there's foam. So let me show you this. There's rubber, there's foam, and then there's pretty much the leather. And then inside the shoe, there's a foam, which you could make your own. When you wash these shoes, you can see what's missing, and sometimes the soles might be missing, and you can, or maybe if you have a pair of extra soles, you could cut like a piece of foam padding or something. You could also try to use cardboard and stuff. So let me show you the glue that I was using, but just having some rocks, a spare piece of rope, and some glue, and just cleaning the stuff off with a brush. I could really get things cleaned up, and if you want to keep things really nice and clean, is just having something covering the floor, or just having the right work clothes on and stuff. But let me show you the adhesive that I'm using. It's got to be adhesive. You don't want like a water-based glue or something like that, or silicone. So it's pretty much a no-brainer. Every people that watch my channel know that this is construction adhesive, and everybody in construction really knows this stuff. You can use this stuff outdoor for smoothing cracks. You can use it indoor, but like a crack like this outdoor, you definitely want to try to fix it and things. And liquid nail is the stuff that you could really use just to fill in the cracks. So when you paint it, it's all an even surface or whatnot. It's going to be a little bit noticeable, but not as much as a large crack and something like that. So I buy a box of these. They're a little more cheaper, but buy one tube might be $4 to $5. $5 you can definitely probably get a tube, interior and exterior. So this stuff right here is actually perfect for fixing shoes. So yeah, I kind of just glued this some of these shoes that I have. I should just actually get a piece of tape real quick. So I've got a roll of tape right here. I really want to try to, basically do something random and put a piece of tape on the toe. May or may not really stick that good, and may lose my placing, but that's just an attempt right there. And there's rocks in the shoe to help me. Pretty much rocks, R-O-C-K. Rocks are just not R-O-C, rock, but these are rocks. Help me position the shoe, and with the glue on there, it's going to dry up, and it's going to really repair these shoes. And after that, you just sand it, and you can paint it. I don't have any paint, but I may try to buy or look for stuff like a oil based. But you know, it was worth a shot. You know, with $4 or $5 and fixing 2 pairs of shoes, I kind of saved a lot of money. Um, the thing about it is, yeah, it's and also like a DIY video. The thing about it is there are other types of shoes and brands. There's other things to do with my time. You know, trying to make one video. I try to stay busy every day and stuff. Whether it's studying and getting everything together to do something. And this is kind of something that I got onto this week. And you know, just having these paint brushes, you can actually brush off dirt, and when you're washing this, you can really get into a lot of the, and there's other types of brushes and stuff. Definitely you really useful, and making like a foam pad out of cardboard, and you could slip a sock over it. You could even glue like unwanted pairs of socks into shoes and make them more comfortable. I haven't done anything technically. So these are really nice shoes from Seattle. They're Skechers Sports, but these are basically just good for tennis shoes. I wouldn't really think that they're really good for running or anything. Maybe they're just good for just walking and just having something to wear with sweats. So besides the next thing I'm going to show you, I have car detail buffers, so I do know how to wash and clean a car. It's just a work tool that I have on hand. But the next thing I want to show you is just some of these LeBron Jameses that I actually found these. I have a pair of Air Jordans and stuff that and by collecting shoes that could fit and they're a pair, you're just saving pretty much $10 to $20 and things. But see how this shoe is made? It's not in three different. It's not made the same. The sole is actually just a thick rubber, and then inside the sole, rather than a layer of the sole, is actually foot foam. And you know, these straps, they do work on just overall structural support. You know, you could tighten up around the foot or the ankle. You know, if I were a basketball player, I would definitely have shoes just you know, just in this type of design and things. Just having a nice one piece. You're not gonna hurt yourself as much. I've played with all types of different shoes. Either they get messed up or, you know, things break up on those and things. It's really not that good. But grow up as a kid and, you know, kind of having to do what you got to do to, you know, have fun with your time and things, and knowing what things are about. Just having something like this would actually help support, you know, doing things better. And this is, you know, very durable, compact, and light. Is, you know, if I had these types of shoes, which they did have Bo Jacksons in the late 80s and things, but I don't think that they were even, you know, engineered pretty much or designed as durable as these shoes right here. And yeah, they're pretty cool. It just needs to clean. My shoes, these shoes are pretty small for, you know, I mean, they'll probably be like 9.5 from 10, and I'm kind of, you know, it's a few years later, and it's, you know, just get probably 1 or 2 sizes larger, and just showing you guys some of this detailing stuff with the shoes. And, you know, yeah, so with that glue that I have, I can actually try to glue everything as strong as possible, and pretty much just having something to go to as far as footwear, instead of, you know, having to get some footwear. I'm actually saving you know, used shoes and trying to just fix them and even making a video and things. I don't think you know, people are used to just average DIY how to stuff, and I don't know what else to say about these shoes. You know, if you have anything similar, definitely use them for basketball and things like that. They're really you know, quick and things when you're walking in them. It's just the size is a little bad, but besides that, you know, who knows? Who knows? I mean, people don't care about other people's shoes. They want their own shoes and things, and so that's just how it goes. And it's a good footage right here. I won't just waste 15 minutes just showing you guys some of the you know, stuff that I have to work with this summer and so on, you know, maybe into the winter. Just start something that might be interesting. And besides having you know, a car buffer, I do have hair clippers. So I put it inside of this little camera bag and things, and I have a lot of extra spare guards, and I actually have extra spare clippers. But, you know, one of the DIYs for these clippers, to adjust them, you kind of turn them the loudest, and then it actually has a sticker right here that says turn it to the right, and then it's going to start vibrating loud, and then you turn it to the left the other way, and then it's going to stop vibrating as loud. That's how you kind of you know, adjust the spring. Sometimes it might get worn out or rusted and things, so it's going to help adjust the bracket that holds the spring, the bracket with the and you know, it goes with the motor too. So always pay attention if you've got some clippers and haven't read that useful tip and can adjust it. That's how you adjust it. So as I mentioned earlier, here's like a pair of old clippers. But as I mentioned, is using these sole pads. You can use like you know, a piece of cardboard and things, like even like, you know, just random stuff. Just, you know, just as long as it's the right size, and then you can actually trace around that. Trace around this, and then find like a piece of foam, and then you could trace on the foam, and it will actually work good as something a little more thicker, but just this type of material, but more thicker, will actually be a good shoe pad, as this is really thin. It's like a less than a quarter, and this is pretty much twice or 3 times as thick, but this will actually help support and comfort your feet, you know, and it's going to be the right way to fix it. Instead of laying a sock down inside a shoe, the sock's going to move and stuff like that. But really, if you don't have any foam and you really need to get this done, just use some cardboard. You know, use a thicker piece of cardboard, maybe use 2 pieces and glue them together. Get an old rag or a sock to slip over that, and it should really, you know, help your shoe feel better. So the last thing I could use these paintbrushes for, I'm going to let these shoes I'm going to let these shoes really dry up. I'm going to try to use some soap or just water. I don't know. It's just something, maybe sandpaper. I have a small file to really clean the rest of the glue off. But with this paper, with this design on this book, I could cut out just this picture, and then I could cut out the pyramids, the triangles, and then use like another piece of paper underneath there, and then I could just pretty much use this small brush, paint that, and then you know, just have some paint on there, and then I would have a nice small design and things. I could put them in certain areas. I could put them all over the aquarium is fine and things. So I'm always going on to the next idea. There's also just using spray paint, and just spray painting around different things on glass and things, you know. And then here's some of the nice street paint that I found. somebody you know, didn't want to get caught for graffiti and stuff, so I found some nice black and orange or red. Thanks for watching YouTube. I'll see you on the next Upside DIY. Have a good day or night. Bye.